Hey guys. Alright, so I'm switching over to an art stream. Um, I'm gonna at least start off by like coloring this character I did on my last art stream. One sec. Let me post. I always forget to do that. Let me do that real quick. Art stream. Alright, let's do this. So this is the character I was working on last time. Oh man, I think I've been sitting down too long. Alright. Oh yeah, I still haven't actually fixed my tablet. It's doing this thing where it's display toggling to another screen, like my second screen. I'm not sure why it's been doing that. I only even have display toggle set because it was the only way I was able to toggle it back to the screen I actually wanted it on. And like some reason, one second. And yeah, some reason, even though I didn't even have display toggle on, it was like kept toggling to the wrong screen. Like I'm not really sure why. I never used to do that. Anyway, so yeah, this is. Hey, what's up, Master Pokemon? I'm gonna at least start off by coloring this one from last time. That's a bit bright. I'm trying to figure out like best ways to color. I'll just start with a gray. Okay. Just want something in the background. All right. I haven't really figured out how to like color armor very well. Like I don't really know how to color like metal. Metal is like a really hard thing to do, to render. But I'll just start off with some flat coloring. Alright. Just starting off with some flat coloring. Yeah, I didn't really have any idea what I wanted to draw for this stream. But I realized I hadn't gotten around to coloring her yet, so. Yeah, I was saying coloring metal is really hard. Like I don't really know how to do it. Hard to render, I think is what you would say. So yeah, right now just lay down some flat colors. Alright, let's make this like a brown, maybe. I also want to improve, oh, that's not a nice looking color. I want to improve my like clothing drawing ability. Clothing, armor. Oh, this... Either this didn't... I ended up merging my line layers, but I don't think it did it, like, perfectly. Either that or I just didn't, like, clean it up well enough. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, that's fine. I don't need it to be, like, perfect, honestly. It is still just like a concept sketch. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to get my idea across. One second. I think I have a stand in here. Somewhere. I'm like drawing like completely flat. I don't remember how to open this thing. Struggle. Is it stuck? This should be the... Oh, it's pull. Yeah, because I'm always drawing like on a flat surface and it's not really ideal, I don't think. Plus also probably not great for my back to be like leaned over it like that. Although it's like maybe like a little bit low like this. I'll have to do some experimenting. It's still kind of like a relatively new setup for me. Okay. Let me see. Do I want armor like this? Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I can use that as a... One second. So the only issue is I'm trying to bring up so I can look at more than one thing at a time. See, I'd like to be able to use that as a reference. But I only have two monitors. It's just kind of hard to... I mean, I can switch back and forth, I guess. That is really nice, though. Oh, yeah, that's like a much more simplified. Yeah, I mean, I understand like the basic concept of coloring armor. It's just... It's one of those things that's like easy in theory, but a bit harder. Why are none of my... Yes, I did mute myself again. God damn it. Thank you for telling me. Man, so that means I was muted this whole time, right? Cool. Hello, Master Pokemon. Since apparently I was muted before. So I was saying armor's hard to color. And I'm trying to... I haven't used my tablet like this in a while. Like using the actual buttons on the tablet, and now I'm finding that it's not actually right. Oh, it was only muted for a few seconds. Okay. Alright, that's good. Okay. Oh, I wonder if it's because I went to a different... I wonder if it's because I went to a different window or something. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, so apparently this is not right. Because normally you just use my keyboard. But it'd be easier if I could use my tablet buttons. But either I changed the way that they were keybound, or I don't know. Alright. Yeah, I thought I must have forgotten to like unmute myself. So that means you did hear me when I started this one, right? When I started this stream? Because I think I had muted it when I changed over from... Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm kind of not really sure what I'm doing. Okay. As I said, I'll just put flats in for now. I need to get better at drawing armor and clothing. Okay, I'm gonna go and... Okay, they have sort of grayish skin. Varying tones. Let's see what this looks like on her. Some of them are much darker, like almost black skin. I think the majority of them are like gray. Although I had a cool idea of, at one point when I was working on this story, I had the cool idea of having like characters as like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And Death was gonna be a Dracor. And I wanted them to be an albino Dracor. Along with their, well, you know, it'd be like a horse, right? But I don't think I ever got into it, but the Dracor kind of have like I kind of call them like larval siblings. Like they're like different forms, but they're like born with them. And like, I mean, Dracor are either born in pods, or they can be naturally born through like, normal reproduction. But if they're born from pods, they're born with two larval siblings. I mean, I kind of think of it like, how insects have different larval stages. It's like that, except instead of it being multiple stages of life on the same individual, it's just different siblings. But yeah, one of them is like a horse, and the other one's more like a dragon. So they both start off small though. But those are just the ones that are born in pods. If they're born to like Dracor parents, it's just the humanoid one. But there is a way to do a ritual with their like elders. There's like an elder race called the Ganasauri, which are basically what give birth to the Dracor and the, what do they call them? Zanel, I think, and Rishanisks. But yeah, it's kind of like limited to higher, like people in higher positions. So if you're not born to that privilege, then you have to like move up in the ranks. Like high level military or government. There's a lot of like blood ritual kind of stuff. And as I said, because they are technically their siblings, the ritual basically involves like their DNA from their blood. I know it sounds like super strange, but I like weird shit like that. The idea came from, actually I will admit I was like at least partly inspired by the, what are they freaking called? From the Aragon series. The evil like bird people, because he also had like, they had a parent, they had like their parents that were like the Lether Blaka. I was kind of inspired by that. I mean, it's different because, I mean, they actually were their parents and that they were like the fully grown ones, whereas this is like more of like different forms of the same race. But yeah, I just thought it was cool. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna say she's probably not a podborn Dracor. I mean, the whole thing is she's gonna have to like prove herself to be part of like the elite forces. I mean, like the special forces. And like obviously there is a societal kind of privilege to being like a so-called firstborn. I have one character who I know is definitely is going to be a firstborn, and he's like the general of the army. Oops. I wonder if I should have made multiple layers. I have found I always like underutilize layers. I mean, like, literally right now all I have is like a layer for the background, a layer for the lines, and a layer for color. That's probably fine. I'm not doing like anything super complicated, but I think it would probably help me for these art streams if I did. At least it's organized. Yeah, it is true. I think it might be better for my art streams if I did stuff like prompts. Especially sometimes I don't really know what to draw. And like I like sharing my ideas from like the stuff that I'm working on. But I don't know, we'll see. Some prompt episodes might be fun. I know when I was watching like Drawfee, I started watching them on YouTube like a while back. And then like at least a couple times I tried to do their prompts on my own. Like I tried to do whatever drawing challenges they were doing. But if I do it on stream, I don't want to just like steal their prompts, you know? I'll have to come up with my own things to do. I don't know. This looks good. It kind of looks like she's wearing the brown pants. All right. Yeah, I don't like that so much. I think I'm gonna make it more of like a tan, like a light tan or something. At least for the pants. Oh, does she have a name? Oh, you know, I don't think I do have a name for her yet. I don't think I actually have a name for her yet, no. I'm gonna have to think about that. Although if you want to hear something funny, the general guy I was talking about, when I first came up with his name, I called him Deathius Shadiac. This was like when I was like a lot younger, to be fair. And then I realized recently that it's kind of like it's kind of silly. It's kind of one of those like Darth bad guy kind of names. But then I decided I'm gonna keep his name as Deathius Shadiac, but it's like he gave himself that name. His real name is like Detmar or something like that. Yeah, you can give me your ideas if you want. Yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna be, yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna be something black on the belt. Okay. Let me try to get this. Let me try to get this color right first. That's too light. Kind of like, I'm thinking kind of like those light cargo pants you see. I don't know. It can use some experimenting. Alright, I'll try to put some black on the belt. Or maybe I can just make the black belt black. Do I make it black or do I add black somewhere? Well, it's not gonna be black. That's not dark enough. Black is hard to do because you want to still be able to see like your lines. Let me see. Backward. Step backward. It only lets me undo so far. Flip back. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna quick select this again. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to do. Let me see. See, that's kind of how you have to do black. Yeah, I like that better than the brown. The brown kind of sucked. Okay. Yeah, but I found the names I come up with are kind of like gibberish. I just make them up. Either that or they can be kind of from something, like, or not from something, but like an existing kind of name. Like, I think I have I have the idea of having one of the, I think she'd be like the High Inquisitor or something. Like the leader of the kind of intelligence agency. Be like Heskia something. So I think that is an actual name. And I guess so is Detmar, right? Detmar is, I think, an actual name. But then I was like, I have to think of what his last name is. If he gave himself the name Deathius Shadyak, but it's really like Detmar or something. I also thought it'd be hilarious if only the Emperor knows that his real name is like Detmar. It's one of those things where he's like a really imposing, really powerful character, but like if anyone knew his real name was not actually Deathius and he gave himself that name, he probably would not be taken seriously. But I don't know. I just think that's funny as a concept. Yeah, I definitely will think of a name for her. It's just not something I can really do while I'm drawing. I'd have to like stop drawing. I'd have to think about it. Elysia Fonderly. I think maybe the first name or something similar to that. So the thing is, Dracor names are normally a little bit like, what do you say, like hard consonant kind of names. Like, yeah, it's just something I want it to fit. I'd want it to sound right in their language. But Elysium, something like that maybe. Elysia, something like that. Needs to be a little more red. Oh, Oh, maybe it's just my tablet. On my tablet, that looks brown. Is that brown? No, that is brown. What the... Wait, on my... That's so weird. On my monitor, it looks red, but on there, it looks brown. It's like, which do I trust is the correct color? I have no idea. Does that look brown to you, or does that look red? Because it looks brown to me. Okay. No, it was definitely brown. Yeah, it was brown. I don't know why, but my monitor up here looked red, but then on my tablet screen it looked brown. Actually, I changed my mind because I don't want her wearing makeup. I mean, she's a warrior, man. It's like when you watch those shows that take place in like medieval times, and like everyone's hair is clean, and the women have like perfectly make-upped faces, and like I'm not saying there is no makeup, but like she's a warrior. I don't really see it. Or if it is makeup, just not be so bright. Eyes. What about like golden eyes? Bistra color? A brown pigment made from the soot of burned wood, especially beech wood. Oh, okay. Are you saying that for the eyes? They have, yeah, they... for the armor. Okay. Something to think about. Okay. Right, I'm gonna add her like pupils. No, that's too big. I'm trying to just add like the white of her eyes. Okay. I think this is a little dark, a little light still. But instead of trying to find a different color, I'm just gonna, adjustments, brightness, contrast, maybe? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna color the sword and sheath. Actually, I kind of want like a... Do I want something lighter or darker? For the armor? I mean, I like the bistro color, but I think I'm still thinking. I think I'm still thinking of like a gray. I mean, like a silver. But I'm thinking of like making her sword like maybe kind of goldish or like bronzish. I don't know, just a thought I had. Just see how it looks. Or at least for like, I guess at least just for the hilt. And maybe the sheath. This would be darker though for the sheath. Yeah, I actually like that. I just know that somebody told me before that everything I color is like grays. So I'm trying to, like, anytime I think of something being gray, I'm like, what other color could I do? Man, I wish I could do like cool, like engraving kind of shit on the sheath. Let me save this real quick. See if I can do some. I'm gonna try to do some like inscription or something on here. I'm not inscription, but like an engraving. It's not something that I am. A list of brown ones. Okay. Oh, and it even has the hex code. That's really helpful. Yeah, thank you. It has like the hex code and everything on it too. Actually, I like this peanut color. Let me try that. How do I... Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna try that. 795 C34. Okay. Yeah, thanks. That's really helpful. I'm gonna put that on my... Okay, so I'm gonna do that for... Alright, let me see. Oof, no. No, not actually. Not actually what I want. Alright. Sometimes you don't know until you put it on there. With the other colors. Alright, I'm gonna try tortilla. 9A7B4F. I think that's close to what I had before. That's close to what I have before, but I think I'll just make it, I think I'll just take it and make it darker. Oh, but I gotta do it up here too. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's not right. 1 second. Alright, I'm gonna try... Actually, one second. I'm gonna do the hair. Just because I didn't color this all the way in with the black, because I wanted to have some shade. I mean, some texture. Okay. Or maybe I'll just do the armor last. Okay, I'm gonna do... I think I might do another layer for the armor shading. That's not dark enough. Yeah, because the last drawing I did of a character, I just ended up like using gradients or whatever for the armor, but it didn't look that good. I'm probably gonna go back and recolor that guy too. That's like the lazy way to do it. This is gradients. Okay, I need to know where the light is coming from. So if the light's coming from over here. Whoa, what's going on with that? Alright, if the light is coming from over here. I have no idea. I'm just gonna try to block in. That's why I'm doing it on another layer, because I don't want to ruin the... Because I'm just blocking in like big, messy shape right now. Just to get like where the light is going to be. I think that is how you're supposed to do armor. Is it's big sections of light and then a high contrast and then big sections of dark. Especially on a differentiated plane like that. I know this is not right, like right this minute, but I'm getting there. I'm just experimenting because you kind of have to with metal. You don't know it's right until it's right. All I know is that you have light to dark, not smooth transitions. You can try adding colors to her personality. One example, a very angry knight who looked like a bad guy was actually someone good who didn't know how to act. So what I did, the sheath of her sword black and the part that holds the sword red to represent this. White on the blade. Try to play with the meaning of the colors. Okay. Good idea. All right. I think I need some highlight now. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of colors represent her. I would say she's pragmatic, maybe. Probably honorable, but like within reason because she is kind of more pragmatic. Like very disciplined. I haven't done that much of like from a story perspective yet. I've decided some of her personal story, but no. 1 second. This has to be a little darker. I probably need more highlights. Yeah, it's not gonna probably be a very realistic like armor rendering, but at least if you understand its armor, I guess it's fine. I'll definitely have to practice that more. Okay. Let's see. The skin tone. I'm not gonna do like a whole lot of shadow on her face. Keep it simple. No, even that looks bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna put too much shadow. Yeah, I should zoom in more though. Okay. You can try white is always linked with right, good, and calm, which I see being very linked to pragmatic people. Okay. I mean, I see pragmatic as kind of neutral. I do think she's honorable and does try to do the right thing, but I think I don't like these gloves. Green. Okay. Color linked to honorable person's green. Yeah, I can see green. I think the green also would look good with like this gold color that I have. Maybe like in the hilt of the sword. Some green. Yeah, I think I don't like the brown of the gloves. I think I'm gonna change that. Or maybe the gloves can be green. Shading is very, very basic. Oops. Okay. Oh, I have to do the boots too. Oh wait, I think these boots are just boots. These, she only has it on her legs, I think. I think the boots are supposed to be actual boots. Alright. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that minus the gloves. Alright, maybe I'll make the gloves and the boots green. I'm gonna see how that looks. Okay, I'm not sure why that put together the sword sheath with that. I'm gonna try green, but it's gonna be a dark, maybe even grayish green. I don't want something super bright. Although it is funny because in medieval times, like actually bright colors were good. Bright colors on your armor, like your armor being brightly colored, mean you were like wealthy, I think. And now it's like every fantasy thing now is like just like normal metal armor. No color. I think we moved a little bit back into like actually wanting color in things. Although I just like thought of For Honor. For Honor was this game. It was like all different like warrior types and stuff. They had some pretty colorful armor colors. I only really end like basically playing the beta of that game. I think it came out and it didn't do so well, actually. Okay, I know. Because they tried to do like realistic, quote unquote, realistic combat and like sword combat. And why can I not change the size of my brush? They tried to do like realistic sword combat, and then people were like, this is not actually realistic sword combat. Which is funny because like their whole thing hinged on it being realistic. Their whole argument was that it was realistic. Ooh. Oh, those are really nice. Black and gold gauntlets. Those are really nice. I'm thinking it might be a bit expensive for her. That's why mainly she just has the cuirass and the shoulders and legs. Like I don't want her fully. Yeah, like those are really cool, but what also I remembered that I was trying to do so that she could keep her hands like dexterous. Nimble fingers. Otherwise I would totally do the armored gauntlets. Like gauntlets are probably like one of my favorite things, but alright, can I select that way? Yeah. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. I was not on the right layer. Okay. Now I'm actually not sure I like the gold with the green. I don't know, maybe. I can always change it later. Oops. No, it really doesn't want me to change my brush size. Alright, I think I'm done with this for now. I want to do some sketching, a little bit of sketching. What layer did I put that? Okay. Let's get rid of my guideline. Alright, let's open a new document. Ooh, this is some weird. I need to change that canvas size. Okay. Let's see, what do I want to work on? Okay, I want to try to draw these brothers. So there are these two brothers, Rizark brothers. One is very much like an assassin guy. Yeah, one sec, I'll be right back. Okay. Either that or I should work on... I had the drawing of the one guy. I kind of wanted to fix the coloring on that. Also, I think I ended up, so there was the other drawing I did, I think I ended up making his face kind of more like what I want the brother to look like. I kind of didn't get my concepts together. Like, I was trying to draw the one guy, but his face kind of ended up... Because there's one brother is like very much like an assassin type, and the other guy is very much more like tanky. But the face he ended up... I was drawing like the tanky guy, or trying to draw the tanky guy, but the face he ended up with was much more like pointy, which was like more the assassin brother. I actually don't know which guy this is. Oh, you know, part of the reason probably is because I think that the tanky guy is supposed to have like shorter hair. He was supposed to either have shorter hair or like kind of like this, kind of like spiky hair. But I gave him like the long hair. I don't know. I guess I was kind of confused when I was doing it. Not really sure what my thought process was. But also in general, I just need to develop the rise arcs more. Because in some ways they're kind of elf-like, but I definitely don't want them to just be like, I definitely don't want them to be elves. Or to just be elves. Like, that was an initial inspiration for them, but... But they're much more, like, muscular, or just, like, their builds are a little bit more varied. Like, elves, you always get, like, the lithe-looking people. Thin or lithe. These guys are, like, a little bit more muscular, but also somehow like more lankier. Like they're like longer arms. I don't think I'm actually drawing either of the brothers. I'm just drawing the rise arc dude. Because I just need to develop them better. Thanks, baby. Alright. I also want more variety, like I said. I don't really want any of my races, fantasy races, to be like a monolith, you know? Like, yeah, they have kind of some general traits and tendencies, but... Like here, what about like a chubbier guy? I don't know. Shorter ears, they don't have to all have like giant ears. Also, what makes a rise arc a rise arc? The ears. Their nose is a little bit. Their tongues, they got like these forked tongues. Actually, this guy looks more like a Mercall, because he's got a thicker build. I don't think I've drawn a thicker rise arc before. Oh, I just realized that guy has no eyebrows. kind of some shit. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, that's fine. Just experimenting. Okay, no, definitely still a Rise Arc. Not a Mercall. I think it's the ears too. Because both of those races have pointy ears. But the Mercall have kind of bigger, stouter, like shorter, fatter ears. Okay, maybe they do have to have long ears then. Yeah, the ears are terrible. Yeah, the Rizark are more humanoid. The Mercall are more like goblinoid. You know what I'm having trouble? The angle of this. The angle of my pen is screwing me up a little bit. I don't know why. It's like the angle I'm holding it or something. Okay, yeah. So they have to have long pointy ears. Otherwise, they'll look too goblinoid or whatever. Let me see. Oh. Oh, for the brothers? No, they're similar in size. They're similar in size, just one is more muscular and the other is more lean. Here, I'm gonna open that one. Let me see if I can find that one. So this was supposed to be the tanky guy. But I forgot that he has. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to start from scratch because I gave him the Assassin Brothers hair and face. Maybe I was trying to do something different, but yeah, I'm just gonna start from scratch. Okay. Tanky brother. Canvas size was the wrong size. Alright. I think one thing I'm forgetting to do is just basic construction lines. Oh, that's freaking huge. bye. Alright. So yeah, he does still have the long ears. Why am I zoomed out? Zoom back in. Oh crap, I just realized this on the background layer. Nose might be less long. Yeah, he was supposed to have hair like this. Like shorter, spikier hair. I don't know why I gave him the long hair. I was trying to do something different, I guess. Or just getting confused because it had been too long since I drew them. And yeah, more square jaw. Oh, my lines are so sketchy. Also probably rounder eyes. Yeah, something like this. Grumpy face. And then I wanted to give him like a little soul patch or goatee. Alright, so that would be Kylor. So that one's supposed to be Kylor. Oh, you know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try to do something. Because I still want that. I'd still like to do this drawing here. I'm just gonna put it over. This is how cheap I am. No, it's just I wanted to keep this document. Because I already was like, called it Kylord. But then you have to do a little bit of finagling. I also have a hard time, like sometimes I draw these very sketchy drawings and like get a and like kind of plan out what I'm doing, but then I have a hard time moving from this phase into the like more finalized phase. Like I've done a lot of drawings like this where I just end up like not really finishing them because I don't know how to move them into a more finalized Look, I think you have to just do a new layer. Draw over it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a new layer. And then we're gonna draw on top of this. But I think I'm gonna merge all these layers. Because it's just too much clutter. And then again, you bring down the opacity. Do a new layer. Make your lines more finalized. Not so sketchy. I'm gonna zoom in. Nope, 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 nope. One second. I fucked up this ear. Oh wait, hair's fucked up. Also, armors. I'm still having a hard time. I know I just did that other drawing and the armor looked good, but okay, you should probably have. I'm gonna have to do another layer again because the armor's not finalized. Actually, no, wait, hold up. I'm just gonna do a different layer for the armor. Let me reestablish. Oh, okay, I suck at drawing arms. One second. What was he doing with this arm? Shield? No, he's supposed to have two of these crescent blade kind of weapons. Yeah, I think I have a hard time with arm positioning. Also, I feel like my lines are... I feel awkward on this tablet again. I feel like my lines are very shaky. Alright, big shoulder pad, big shoulder armor, pauldrons. Actually, unlike the other character I was drawing, who I was saying, like, full plate armor would be too expensive for her. This guy is like the son, one of the sons of the king, so he could have full plate if I want him to have full plate. You know, it's hard to draw people holding shit. And I picked like a really complicated weapon for him to use. It's basically like a curved blade that he holds with the handle in the middle. It's kind of like I think there was a character who used the weapon kind of like it on I almost said Street Fighter. I meant Soul Calibur. There was a weapon who used there's a character in Soul Calibur who uses like crescent blades, but I think they're much bigger than this. I should look up a reference. Let me look up, because that's what I was thinking about it when I came up with this idea, but I don't really know what it's supposed to look like. I don't remember which character it is. I think maybe it's Ivy. No, she uses like a whip of some kind. Circle blade. Who's the character with the circle blade? Tira. Okay, yeah, she has one big circle. If he's dual wielding them, can I show that to the? She got one big ass circle that she holds on the actual circle. So I guess part of it is a handle. That's what I was thinking about. That was what I was thinking about when I came up with this guy, like years ago. But I don't know. I kind of like my concept as well. Oh, man, I have a hard time drawing the smooth line. Yeah, this hand is gonna be a problem. I always have trouble with the position of hands and swords and weapons when they're like in the middle of the when they're like toward the middle of the body. Like this. Like when they're coming into the character, it's hard to get. It's hard to get the positioning right because I don't know where the whole weapon's gonna end up. I mean, I guess that's why you need to do like more like construction lines first. Like figure out where everything's gonna be before you start doing detailed shapes, but I think this will work. I think this is also just a better faith attempt than I did the first time. When I was drawing it the first time, I don't think my head was completely in it. And I felt like I was kind of phoning it in a little bit. I was just like, I wasn't fully committed to it. But now I'm like, no, I really want to get this right. So let's do it. His angle is that's a little bit wrong. Angle of that is definitely chakram. Yes, yes, that's what I was inspired by. Yep, absolutely a chakram. I knew there was a name for it, but I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, the angle is so hard to draw correctly. Alright, I should just Google chakram. Because this is like okay, but I'm sure it could be better. I think this is passable, but you don't really want passable. You want like good, right? Let me Google chakram. Yeah, let me found something. Ooh. Yeah, something like that. That's a lot prettier than what I'm doing. Mine's very like figuring out how it would technically work, but not necessarily coming up with like the most sleek design. I don't know. Right now I feel like committed to doing it like this. I don't really want to redo it, but maybe I'll do another drawing later where or maybe I'll just draw the weapons by themselves and try to get a better design for the weapon. But right now I'm okay with just having this be it. And then, as I said, just doing another drawing to make the weapon look a little bit better. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think that's pretty good. I like it. And then yeah, we're gonna get him with more like plated armor. I'm gonna do this neck thing. For some reason, whenever I draw armor, I never add like a neck guard. And it doesn't make any sense to have armor without a neck guard. What's the point of armor if someone can chop off your head? But yeah, his is gonna be like thicker. Obviously, because he's a tankier person than her. So yeah, these are like the other character I was drawing before is more of like a main character slash whatever, whereas these people, like this guy and like the general I was talking about, are kind of like, you know, the big political world leader type, the big players, the big world global players, So this guy, as I said, one of the sons of the king. Alright, we're gonna give him like full on plate, but he's still gonna have like a belt, I think. Chest piece. I mean, the style of armor should be different. They're different culture. That's like one thing I want to get is like kind of like cultural armor. But that might have to be like another thing for me to try. This is the tank. This is the tank guy, yeah. As I said, like the reason I did the face replacement is because he was supposed to be the tank guy, but his face looked more like the assassin guy. I feel like this anatomy is not great. It's like, man, I went to school for figure drawing, and this does not look like I did. All right, I'm just awkward with arms. You found the chakram here. It matches the assassin style. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. My assassin guy uses daggers, or like, actually no, I think he's gonna use one short sword and one dagger. Short sword main hand, dagger offhand. Alright, I'm gonna get some details on his face. Also, his legs are gonna have plated armor as well. I can always make the armor better later. I just kind of wanted a basic concept. You know what I can do though is I can go back to the face drawing I had and do it for the assassin guy. Because I have a piece that I colored using the other face. But again, it was when I still had planned this guy. Yeah, my line work is still a little bit crappy. Like, I feel like my hand, like, my strokes feel like a little bit awkward. I think it's probably because I'm not used to, like, I've set up my tablet, like, so it's on a stand, so that it's standing up, and maybe I'm just not used to drawing, like, more vertically, which is really what I should be doing. I really should be drawing with, like, a stand like this, because drawing flat on the table is going to skew all of your proportions. I think it's been something I've been set in, like, most of my life. I just never got used to drawing, like, stand up. And my art has probably suffered because of it. You don't really want to draw on, like, a flat surface. This is very, very basic. I might go back to the other drawing I had. Where is it? Or did I not do it for I'm gonna see if I can find it, because I'd like to do the other guy, the assassin guy. Yeah, see, this was supposed to be him, but then see, he has the plate armor, because I was thinking about the He's got the plate armor because I was thinking about the tank guy. Also, I hope from this drawing it's obvious that even though I was inspired by elves, they're definitely not elves. They're very like animalistic compared to elves. Oh, did I end up? I think I ended up doing all this coloring on this on the line layer. Yeah, the layers on this are kind of a mess. Which I guess is fine because I'm kind of starting over anyway. I'm just basically redrawing this whole thing, huh? I just like the face. I just liked how I did the face. And what's the point of doing digital art except to cheat? I want to cheat. I like the face, so I'm not going to redraw the face. Okay, this guy does not have a goatee, though. Wait, what the? Why is there? Yeah, my layers are completely screwed up. Cause this part of the skin tone is on one layer, and then the other part of the skin tone is on the other layer. What the fuck did I do? Oops. I mean, it is salvageable. I just gotta make sure to draw on the right layer now. Yeah, see, this guy looks much more like Assassin-y than the other guy. So I'm not sure why I got them confused. Actually, he kind of looks like a fucking vampire. A little bit. Oh yeah, see, that looks way better. Okay, yeah, my arm is still not used to the tablet being like this, but I think what it is I feel like I'm having to rotate my body and my arm more to get the right angle than if I had it flat. Or like I held it. Oh, he kind of has no shoulders, though. No, that's not right. Man, what did I do figure drawing for if I can't draw?
Right.
I'm just out of practice still, honestly. No, that's not right at all. I guess it's fine, he just doesn't have as giant shoulders as the other guy. Which makes sense. Oh, also, I probably mentioned it on stream before, but I used to work on a comic. I have like 2 issues called Project Blackfire. There's a couple places you can find it if you're at all interested. And while I only have 2 issues right now, and I haven't worked on it in about 4 years, I'm definitely planning to continue it. So like, feel free to check it out if you want. If you like my art. But I'll probably end up hiring an artist to do it, because my time is very like limited at the moment with my job. And also, I didn't feel like my art was entirely up to par. Although that was partly just doing everything myself and being kind of time limited, because I wasn't able to make it as good as I wanted. Okay, this guy's not actually going to be shirtless. I just colored all that, but I mean, he could be, man. It's definitely like matches the energy of like an unhinged assassin dude, but it definitely would be the unhinged assassin guy that takes his shirt off. I want a kind of rosé colored or wine colored shirt or tunic or whatever it is. Also, I don't know why, but I just got like Asterian vibes. Like, he doesn't look like Asterian, but I got Asterian vibes. But that might be because he was shirtless. He kind of has the vampire energy, and he's an assassin. Man, I would love to play Baldur's Gate again. I recently uninstalled it because it's such a huge game, and I was trying to play other stuff, but I got a lot of other playthroughs going, and I would like to keep doing them. I just found that it was like a time sink, and I had other stuff I wanted to play, but okay, I do have to rename this document though, because right now it's still called Kylo Darkspire, whereas this guy would be Jadi. Kylo and Jadi Darkspire. I don't actually. I haven't decided if it's Darkspire or like some bastardization of that. Darkspire. It's probably Darkspire, just with like a SH sound. Yeah, it's from my comic. I think you can just Google it. But it's on Indie Planet and I think it should still be on Comixology. I don't think they discontinued Comixology, did they? It should still be on there. I'm just saying, like, his hair kind of goes back here too. I want to do all like the individual strokes. Okay. Hola! Hola, Ryan. How are you? Just doing some characters, sketches, concepts. These guys are brothers. This an assassin guy, and this is a more tanky warrior guy with like some chakram kind of like weapons. Thank you. Yeah, it's for like a fantasy story, which I haven't fully decided what I'm gonna do with exactly yet. I want to do like a weekly kind of like strip, but it's just like a time. It's just like a time thing. Cause it's one of those things I don't have like a story for yet, really. It's more of like a fantasy world, and I don't really want to like tie myself down to like just one or two characters. I kind of want to do like a weekly strip that shows you like different people around the world doing different stuff. But I'm just not sure how to do it exactly. Because I got too many different things. You put new wheel bearings on my mom's car, and it was a nightmare. That sounds like a nightmare. I don't really know a whole lot about cars. So for me, it definitely sounds like a nightmare. 7 hours. And your back hurts. And you only cry a little bit. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you cried a lot, it'd be fine. Like my job, I work 6 days a week. I cry on the regular. I didn't cry, but I did complain. Yeah. Yeah, like yesterday morning, I came in and I was hit with something I didn't. Well, it's something I've been doing for like 3 days in a row, and I didn't want to do it again. I went into my boss's office and I cried. And she's like, okay, we'll get you some help. Blah, blah, blah. It didn't end up being too bad, though. But it's just been like 9-hour days. And I was like, this would be like the third day in a row I get home at like 8 o'clock. So. Haven't really experienced physical pain that makes me cry. It's always emotional crap. Same, exactly the same. Yeah, I consider myself physically very tough. Like my job, I have to work like no AC some days, like all day, no air conditioning, and like my job is a very physical job. But the reason I cry is not because physically, it's because I'm just like, man, it's just too much some days. It's just too fucking much some days. Work long hours, get only 1 day off a week to rest. It's like, it sucks. That's why I cried in my boss's office yesterday, because I was like, this is like literally 3 days in a row that I'm gonna end up working like 12 hours. Not 12 hours. It's more like, how much was it? Like, it was like more like, I guess it's probably about 10 hours. I come in like 9 o'clock, don't get home till like 7:30. And she's like, well, come in earlier. And I'm like, coming in late is the only way that I can keep myself sane with a 6 hour, with a 6 days a week job. Got my commute as well. Yeah. Although my commute is pretty short. My commute's like 20 minutes. But the thing is, for me, like, I get to the office, blah, blah, go outside, do this outside, blah, blah, get back to the office. So it's like, when I'm considering when I'm going to be finished, it is 40 minutes of my day. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the validation. Yeah, and it's like, when I consider like when I'm going to be finished for the day, I'm not actually considering the fact that I have to still go back to the office and still go home and still do whatever at the office and then still drive home 20 minutes. Yeah. An hour to an already long shift. Yeah, because I probably leave the house about 8:40-ish, get there about 9, and don't get home until... Yeah, that's like 11 hours. Yeah, you're right. That's 11 hours. Yeah. And then add to that the fact that when you only have one day off a week, you have to do rest, recover, do stuff you want to do errands, do chores, do doctor's appointments if you have a doctor's appointment. I'm like, so today's my day off, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do shit except stream and game and eat. You used to do 5:10s, had an hour and a half commute, gone from 5:30 to 5:30. Yeah, I've been there too, cause I'm in Virginia, but I used to work in DC. I used to work in not DC. I used to work in Maryland, and I would come home. It would take me an hour and a half to get home sometimes. Like in the morning, it was probably more like 40 minutes, but on the drive home, it was like an hour and a half. Cause the goddamn frickin' George Washington Bridge, whatever that damn bridge is between, yeah. And you have 2 kids, mentally exhausted, absolutely. Yeah, my wife and I are putting off kids as long as we can. But she's older than me, so we have less time if we want them. Yeah, music is the thing that gets me through my day. I do listen to music in my car. Yeah. Well, I listen to music at my job because it's the one thing that keeps me sane. Because it's very much like a slog. Yeah. I listen to like everything. I listen to like everything too. It's like the funniest thing if you're listening to like, because I listen to stuff on Spotify. And I have like basically, I don't even have playlists. I basically just have everything all in one giant like 1,300 song, like liked songs, right? So if you're listening to my music on shuffle, you'll go from like Eminem to like CCR to like Nirvana to like Doja Cat to like Lady Gaga to like Foo Fighters, like... It's just like, to Snoop Dogg. It's like, how the fuck did we get from here to here? But that's because I like everything. Old classic rock, newer alt rock, rap, hip hop, some pop. Alright, let me think. What am I going to do? It is 6:45. I'd probably go like another 15 minutes and take another break. Because I definitely want to do Lord of the Rings tonight too. I just realized this guy kind of looks like, I'm kind of getting like Jack from Jack and Dexter vibes. I guess I can just do some sketches of Rise Arcs like I was doing here. So that's what these guys are. They're brothers, sons of the king of the Rise Arcs. Spotify was playing today, and it was Aaliyah to Dr. Dre to Infant Annihilator. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that reminded me. I saw this funny ass, like, I don't know if it was Facebook story or TikTok or whatever the hell it was, but it was like two metalheads, and the one metalhead, they both have, like metal t-shirts on, and like the one guy sees the other guy and he's like wearing headphones, and he's like, "Oh, look, a fellow metalhead. Hell yeah." And he's like, "Can I see what you're listening to?" He doesn't even ask, just like grabs the guy's like ear pod or whatever, puts it in his ear, and it's like, I don't even know what it actually was, but it was some like poppy Japanese music. Like, I'm like, that's hilarious. Because that's me, because I probably don't look like I listen to like some of the stuff that I listen to. Like, do I look like I listen to Doja Cat? I don't think I do. I remember I complimented a guy's Black Dahlia Murder shirt, and my wife asked me about it. Then the guy heard me say the band name, and the guy overheard, and he said, "Oh shit, you actually know who they are?" And he lit right up and wanted to talk all about it. That's great. Dude, like, that's like one thing that I can talk with people about for hours on end is music. Music and, like, food, probably. That's so true. A lot of deathcore shirts, most people can't read the band name because they are so distorted looking. Yeah, definitely true. I mean, that's basically what it was in this TikTok. Is the guy had like a very unreadable, like metal band T-shirt. No, this is crap. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of memes about that too. That's what you wear. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm the person who most of my life just wore all black, all black, all black. And like now that I'm working outside in the heat, I have to. What's up, Zen Poket? Talking about music and drawing stuff. Blacked out arm tattoo, definitely look like a metalhead. Cool. Man, I'm like jealous of people that have like the metal or like goth fashion. I always wanted to dress like that, but I don't know where to start. Like, I like my sense of fashion, but I don't think it's like complicated enough to really call it a sense of fashion. I don't really have like that much to it. I just wear t-shirts. I do think I have some pretty good t-shirts, but like, what is this one? This one my sister got for me. Heisenberg. Black cargo's band shirt and you're good. Yeah, I either wear band shirts or like nerdy shirts and black jeans. But I've been because of my job I've been wearing shorts. And like I never wore shorts like basically my entire life. And now I'm wearing shorts. But yeah, throughout like middle school, high school, college, black jeans. Black jeans, usually black t-shirt. Although I like black and red. I like black and red. 1-inch gauged ears. You could probably wear anything at this point and people will still sense some metal. Yeah. Yeah, go out in a Hello Kitty. Man, I cannot talk. Go out in a Hello Kitty t-shirt. And people will still know you're a metalhead. I don't know what I'm drawing. I was trying to draw a Rise Arc chick, but I'm very bad at drawing female faces. Why don't I draw like a Rise Arc chick who's a metalhead? How about that? They should have like good music in my fantasy world, right? I should do that. Make those bangles longer and she could definitely go emo elf. Yeah. I mean, they kind of already are emo elves. I mean, did you see that guy with his like purple forked tongue, like scream face? That could definitely be a metal dude. That could definitely be a metal dude. Like deathcore metal dude. Dude, I would totally love to listen to more metal. Give me your recommendations of metal bands to listen to. Cause I don't know enough metal. I always think I'm gonna like it, but I never listen to enough. I dated this one chick. Yeah, I was thinking the nose ring too. I was thinking like a nose stud like that. I could give her gauges. Okay, yeah. Like heavy stuff? Yeah, sure. Like I dated this one chick for like a little bit and she recommended me some stuff, but it wasn't anything like super like heavy. I liked it, but I still have some of that on my phone. On my Spotify. She liked to like Trivium and like what was the other one? Like I'm still not super familiar with it. I just have some of the stuff she recommended me. And this was like a long time ago. I don't remember the other band. And of course I'm not going to be able to find it because I don't know what it was called. Angel Maker. Maybe. I guess I can't listen to it on stream because Copyright. But I'll write it down. I'll write it down right now. Oh, and there was this other chick who also listened to. She listened to freaking. Damn it! I don't know why I'm blanking out on it. This is a freaking German one. Yeah, see, I think Trivium is not heavy enough for me. The whatever I listened to, I liked. All right, but like they're more like I feel like they're more like operatic almost. But I told her my mom or sister or something that it was like operatic, and they're like, "That's not operatic." I'm like, "It sounds operatic to me." Signs of the Swarm. Okay, I don't remember the name of the band, but there was I Missed the Misery. The band that does that I liked. Female lead singer. Hailstorm. Hailstorm I think is probably the one I liked a little bit more. But I think there's another one. There's another. I thought it was. I thought it was also Hailstorm, but I guess it's not. There's another one that I liked. It was also a female vocalist. I thought it was Hailstorm, but it's not showing up on my list, so it might not be Hailstorm. I mean, I actually do. I think I would say I do really like female vocalists for like that kind of music. Ginger. Okay, I'm gonna listen to that too. Cause yeah, I like female vocalists in metal, or not metal, but like yeah, anything like that. She screams and has angelic voice for the chorus. Yeah, that's great. So okay, so not metal, but I fucking love Evanescence. Amy. Oh god damn it! I'm an asshole. I forgot her name. I love her though. Evanescence is awesome, dude. I went to a concert with my I think my sister. Yeah, I went to a concert with my sister. And yeah, definitely one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Here, I'm gonna give her like emote eyes. Dude, what if I give her like eyebrow studs? But see, this is why I say I suck at drawing female faces. I always get their jawline wrong. She does look straight out of Metalocalypse, yeah. Do you know Beelzebubs? Is that what it's called? It's a comic. Oh, you don't, dude. You have to. You have to. Let me see if it's. It's like a web comic. Yeah, no, sorry, it's not Beelzebubs. It's Beelzebubs. Here, I'll write it in the chat. It's amazing, dude. I haven't like read like a whole lot of it, but it's great. I just follow him on Facebook or whatever. I don't think he's posted in like a while though. But definitely check it out if you're like a metal fan. Okay. Don't have social media, yeah. I don't blame you. I will always have it. It does a lot for me, and like but also it can be very bad too. So, yeah, just Google it then. Okay, I'm going to draw. So they're actually one of two races that evolved from the same ancestor race, and the other one is more like well, they're an underwater race. So I kind of want to like establish what are the similarities between them, because like they're really not different. Yeah, that's why I thought of it. The artwork is basically straight Metalocalypse. That's why I thought of it. So yeah, this other race is like underwater. No, I don't think they have music. It's just a comic. But I just thought of it because it looks like Metalocalypse. But I mean, yeah, the guy in the comic is like a band, or he's in a band, but no, it's purely fictional. I'm guessing the guy is just a big metal fan. So he's this kind of like aquatic. Because basically what happened is they used to worship the same goddess, and then these people, the guys who became, oh, they do have music. Holy shit! Wait, so does that mean it's an actual band and I just never knew? Holy shit! Oh yeah, they do have a music video. God damn, bro, I never knew that. Yeah, I'm gonna YouTube it on the side. Yeah. Holy shit, dude, that's awesome. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So yeah, these guys have like the. Is that like some? I just like realized, is this like some Lovecraft shit, where they have like the amphibian, and like the finned ears. But yeah, they come from the same. Because the race used to be worshippers of yeah, aquatic race. They used to be worshippers of this goddess. I mean, these guys still are. These guys still are. But they used to be worshippers of this goddess, and then these guys got jealous or the people who the group that ended up evolving into these guys became jealous because they heard about the Dracor race, and they thought that she was like helping them. Which, to be fair, that goddess did have a part in their development. But yeah, these guys were jealous and were like, "What the fuck?" And then they went and they left home and went to go fight the Dracor and got their asses handed to them. And then when they tried to go home, the goddess was like, "Haha, no, fuck you. Like, you didn't trust me." So these guys splintered off from these guys. These guys are the ones that stayed loyal to her. Basically, she prevented them from coming home by basically flooding their home. And then she gave these guys the ability to like live underwater, and these guys had to go fuck off somewhere else. I mean, yeah, she like flooded, and these guys ended up. A lot of these guys ended up getting flooded. I don't know. I like the thing that I'm enjoying the most about the fantasy thing that I'm doing is having like interesting racial backstories and having different ones related in different ways. Like I have like a race that's basically half goblin, half well, they're descended from half goblin, half trolls. But then I also have like orcs, goblins, and trolls. And then I have another race called Alizar, which are basically like mutts, kind of like they're hybrids of like varying amounts of like goblin, human. Yeah. And also humans, there's not a whole lot of. Oh, this is what I did the beginning of the stream. This is a Drakor lady, that I want to be like one of my main characters. Thanks. Yeah, I drew this on my last drawing stream, but I never got around to coloring it. So today I colored it. So yeah, they're basically these guys they hate these guys. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap up and I'm gonna play Lord of the Rings later. Lotro later. But thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will stream later tonight. Lotro.